actually the first woman pastor in Alexandra to establish a church, not to be under some pastor, or some leadership. But I've lived in Alexandra for the rest of my life because my children were born and brought up here. First born Yami was born in 1975. So I've lived as long as before then. And Alexandra then, sure, was a beautiful place. Alexandra was beautiful. It was Moya. We had Idand, and Idandi, so we got Kashisa Idandi, and then there were no taps. There were one tap exactly with the shala we gate, and I remember we used to have sunlight, baby sunlight, so that you might get whatever I guess izandla and we had toilets outside the houses, and we had bucket systems. Then bucket systems, what do you call it? The bucket system was very humiliating. I mean, we are people.
Yes.
Whether we are pressed into poverty or whatever, but we are made in the image of God. So something that is humiliating will humiliate us. Something that is shaming will shame us, even though we don't know, we can't do anything about it at the time. The bucket system was shaming umntonyama because bekuba namabhaca babaqasha wona bazalana babizwa bothutha ngokufihla. You wouldn't say thutha nje, yeah, because now it was a bad job. Ukuze bakhiphe amabhakede phakathi kwama-toilet agcwele ayaphuphuma, bawabeka amahlombe ayabathela, and then bayowathela emanintweni bathathe balahlele lapha. Fanele ibhakede lakho ulithathe wena and clean it, ulibuyisele e-toilet lakho, and it was actually shaming because abantwana babangaganga bathi thutha amuzwe ukuthi uthi thutha, they will take that bucket bayoliphosa right emnyango wakubo, bawathele wonke lawo masimba lapho in the house. Nabo, I do understand they were frustrated, they were ashamed to do such a job, you understand, and now they wanted, I think, an understanding or a communicating about ukuthi bangababhekeli phasi and bangababhekeli phasi. Sometimes they would leave the buckets for days, bazikhipe and leave them by the gates. Work at the United Bank then, by Trust Bank, now it's ABSA. Yeah, and we used to have bride Mama Fridays. So these ladies ngaleso sikhathi besingabi baningi abantu abamnyama. I think we were 2 blacks then, or I was the only black. So they said to me, no, don't go, we'll take you home. But on Fridays, because we had a staff bride, we would stay, but Mina, I would have to leave earlier because remember, we did not have reliable transport and we did not have cars. So they said to me, no, don't go, we'll take you home, And they did. I remember the lady's name, Brenda, Nendo Dayake. Well, I felt bad because I'm human. Gubo, mangisebenza lapha. Every spirit of God has intelligence in them, wisdom. They respected me, emsebenzini. We understand. So yes, this was brought by apartheid and all that, but still, you feel the shame. You don't say, yeah, you white people, you see, which is was when I started, it wasn't right. It wasn't good because they wanted to prove that I'm bank, then they would hire student, university students from vets, you know, to work on holidays and work after school, you know. Sometimes, you know, if they knocked off early, they would come and work, you know. And now, kubona, it was that was before ikolo zivulelwa ama-model C and all that, you understand. They were still trying, they still saw umuntu omnyama as image, bamazi ngoba bambona abasebenzela abakhulisa as their nannies, you understand. Now I have to be here. I'm not their nanny, I'm not their, we understand, I'm now their equal. It was, when I started, it was bad because the person that they gave me to transfer the skills, like they would give you somebody to train you. Being a bank teller was something, you know. So she was training me to be a bank teller, and she sabotaged me. When the show he can do it, we are fisher wenzani. But God being God, you know, he wanted me to be there. What happened was I took a little notebook and I teach nabantwana, even you know, when you write something down, it stays here. So make sure we do, when the teacher, we have your scrapbook, we begin to write whatever he's teaching. Then revise it nicely. Revise it nicely. So what I would do was, I get my tellers, maybe while she's helping this person, your problem, my ear would, and then I'd write down. That's how I learned. I'd write. No, but you have fish alone, and then it was bank books, you know, that you ran through. You remember bank books, and then you would type, transaction, you know, So she just made sure, but I said, God, I am going to do this, you know, I was that type of a person. I was one person who was always looking for greener pastures. You know, I remember my it was a church steward. She was my mother's friend, and he was joking and saying, "Yo, my child, I said, no, I'm looking for greener pastures. You know, trying to learn, Though the money was not good, as far as the white people of the students are now, white would always earn more. Understand it, but it was good, and I learned, you know, So come the time for my test, then they called it probation, you know, So, but everybody, who tends, but so I mean, she's failing. There's no way, you know. And then now they have to count the banking hall manager, then which I ended up becoming one. Wow, accountant, Magati, she jumped and she said, oh, she balanced to the T. And this woman, because she was pushing me to fail. You understand? But I didn't fail. And from there,
she was disappointed.
She was disappointed. So, like I said, I left and then I worked for Vodak. It was good. From overseas was saying you have to
employ
not only, but you have to employ them and you have to transfer the skills. You have to, because the company, you understand, because the CEO then was the lady, you know, but then I was interviewed a phone and I think they liked how I spoke a phone because they just called me to come and write in what do you call this, those psychology tests, you know, yeah, and I passed it, and that was it. And now your seven's are called.
Nicely.
Yeah, no, they were trying. I think they were seeing ukuthi I seziyabuya manje kusondela ukuthi umuntu omnyama abuse, you know. Yeah. Having said that, we're gonna what they called influx control.
Okay, influx control. Okay.
Yeah. Influx control was abomama bethu they worked ngapha. Bahlala ngapha, ne?
Domestic working.
Domestic workers.
Okay.
Yeah.
Domestic worker.
Even if she wasn't a domestic worker, my mom was a domestic worker, but she ended up working at Cuthbert's in Orange Grove. She worked in Cuthbert's in Orange Grove. She had a permit. She had a shoe shop.
Shoe shop.
Yeah.
Okay, I think that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It was before I was Speeds. Cuthbert's.
That was a big brand.
It was
now it's Speeds.
Yeah. Now it was Speeds. Yeah. Yeah. So
okay.
Influx control. When a woman gets pregnant and she has to give birth, she has to go home to her mother.
Yes.
Whether umama usemakhaya or ukuphi, you know, umama wa mama was in Niger. You understand?
Okay.
And I'm sorry, I'm just stating the facts. They had constructed this thing in a way I think there's a leg in future or nini because magayothola umntwana ngale, they would register the child, their birth certificate and all that. But umntwana akekho permit. You understand? So now come time yokuthi umntwana akhule uhlala noma wakhe. Mahlala noma wakhe umsebenzi uthola ngapha.
Yes.
Now there's an influx control. Influx control says you are not supposed to leave this region to that region. No, not her, but abantwana bakhe.
Oh, okay.
Abantwana bakhe, they are not born here.
Wow. Because
they can't be born here. Ngoba fanele ayobanjwa what we call isitwetsi. Abheke umama esindlezayo.
Okay.
Now she has to go home. Makaya ekhaya uthola umntwana lapha ekliniki, i-birth certificate i-register ngane. Now come time yokuthi athole i-ID kuba yinkinga. Akakwazi ukuthola i-ID ngapha because ngapha i-birth certificate yakhe akazalala ngakho. Akakwazi ukuthola i-ID ngale fanele kuliwe because now akekho ku-permit. Ugogo sekashonile, selabo malume, umntwana fanele ukuthi abuye ekhaya kuma wakhe. We understand? Then, hey, the influx control. But we worked, and then figure isikhathi, but now you have to be registered. Abanye bebayeka imisebenzi, abanye bazibulale ukuthi ngenze njani manje, you know. But I decided, Mama, you know what? The way you are, it is a disappointed. But I'm going there. I went to Niger to Home Affairs, Manje. But then they didn't see Home Affairs, I don't know what they called it. And I went in there and my eyes were full of tears because I had gotten a good job, you know. And now we're waiting to register. And I can't go there and travel, come home. So then I went. Yeah, it was painful. I went there by faith. uNkulunkulu had made me to be a pusher. So mangifika lapha ngingena ngithi ngicela ukubona ibhunu eliphethe whatever lana bayangibeka la. Hey, fanele uzincede.